Hey everyone, in this episode we'll be taking a look at the Golden Globe winners in the movie categories and our overall thoughts of the show. This is episode 109 of the Reel-ists podcast. Hey listeners, I'm Oscar.
And I'm Donnie.
And we have our producer here, Ruben, as well, who's going to say hi only, decided to opt not to do.
That's all he wants is just to say hi.
But listeners, let us know. Tweet us. Hashtag, give us a quote, Ruben.
Hashtag release the quote. Release the Ruben quote. Ruben quote.
It'd be funny if it did pick up for a little bit. But yeah, so this episode's going to be a special episode. It's going to be our Golden Globes reaction to the winners, who we were surprised with, who we were expecting, what we enjoyed out of the Golden Globes, because we didn't see it live for most of it, but we saw the rerun that happened right after, so we got to see it. We saw how everything unfolded, so we'll talk about that. And yeah, let's go into this. So we had our nominations. We had what we thought will win and what should win. I don't have the list of what we picked for what will win or should win, so hopefully memory serves us right. But yeah, so just overall, Donnie, what was your just overall feeling from the Golden Globes? Like, were you satisfied? Are you content with their winners? Are you more of just like, I was completely thrown for a loop?
I was happy with the Golden Globes because I had some that I figured would win, and then there were also some that threw me for a surprise, which is always nice. I mean, it can be nice, like because we go in thinking, oh, this person's for sure gonna win, but then it's like, oh, they didn't. Whoa, you know. And sometimes that's exciting. Sometimes it sucks, but sometimes it's exciting. And in this case, I think it was exciting, and I like the award show. Andy Samberg and Sandra Oh, I thought did a nice job hosting. At first, I was like, that's such an odd pairing to me.
Still is. But
but after watching it, I was like, okay, it's fine. And I thought it was funny. And I mean, not all of their jokes didn't land, but for the most part, I liked it. And the awards show, I like the Golden Globes. It's very just laxed and loose, and everyone, is drinking and having champagne, and it's not like the Oscars.
Confirmed by Tyler Perry in his little presentation.
It's not like, like the Academy Awards is very, very serious, but the Golden Globes, it's like, it seems like everyone's just hanging out, and it's cool. I like it. I like the vibe of it, and it's a great award show.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, so in case anyone is under a rock and just not aware that these existed, yes, the Golden Globes happened. It's the first awards to happen for the New Year's, well, for every New Year, and it's by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, HFPA, as many people refer to it as.
I'd like to thank the HFPA.
Well, there you go.
I like it when they do say it out, Hollywood's Foreign Press Association.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
I want to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press Association.
I want to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press Association.
But yeah, so no, I was a surprise from a lot of picks. I guess to me, popularity from like the internet and people's predictions kind of becomes almost the expectation. So when it's not that pick, it is more of just like, wow, they did not win. That other person won, or that other movie won. So this one did have a lot more of surprises for me, with I think maybe like 2 or 3 that was just kind of like, oh, finally, okay, good. That was what people were anticipating to win. Yeah, and there's been a lot of people still talking about these winners that they just did not see coming. But let's go into them. So going into the big one for the first one. Best Motion Picture by a Drama, the winner being Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't think neither of us had this in our should or will, so we both kind of got that one wrong.
Yeah.
But what do you agree? Are you okay? How does that win?
I mean, it was a good film, but I mean, what were the other categories in that?
So the other ones were Black Panther, Black Klansman, how apparently we've been pronouncing
saying it wrong this whole time.
Apparently. If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born.
Yeah, I think I wanted I mean, I know I think I said A Star Is Born.
Yeah.
I was pretty for that one.
Which we hadn't seen If Beale Street Could Talk by that when our nomination episode aired.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think honestly I would have been fine. See, I don't want to say like I'm making it seem like I didn't like Bohemian Rhapsody because it was a really, really great film.
But I didn't like.
But I thought that. Right. But I obviously I loved it. A Star Is Born. Loved it. And If Beale Street Could Talk, I thought was a beautifully made film, and I would have preferred, I guess, one of those two to win over Bohemian Rhapsody. But it's fine because I know it was a big movie of the year and a lot of people's favorites.
It's okay to be upset.
You can express yourself.
But no one's attacking you.
I will. I wish that had a different outcome.
Okay, that's fair. I also just did not expect it to win. I'm content with it winning. It was very close to being in my top 10. Just there was others that I can easily see myself rewatching. But yes, so going into the next category, Best Motion Picture for Musical or Comedy, winner being Green Book, which beat Vice, Crazy Rich Asians, The Favorite, and Mary Poppins Returns.
I honestly thought that The Favorite... Well, no. This musical or comedy, I thought The Favorite might have taken it. Might have taken this one, but I was so happy that I didn't think Green Book was gonna win.
I didn't either.
I wanted it to so bad.
Yeah.
I would have put it dead last, honestly, because I just didn't. I feel like I don't know. The feeling I get is a lot of people still haven't seen this movie.
Well, that's the tough one because are we talking like the general audience? Yes, and that's why people don't talk about it. Is like that's why it should win.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of tough when you go like online speculations and what people are predicting. A lot of times it's the movies they have seen. So yeah, it is tough.
I was really happy though. I was so glad that this movie.
I mean, it was
well deserved.
It was high in our ranking. So
yeah, it was my number 2.
Yeah.
On my top 10 list. So I was.
I was 5. So yeah, it was one that I think both of us were content. It wasn't our picks, but hey. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take that one for sure.
If anything, it should encourage people to go see this. If you haven't seen Green Book, go see Green Book.
Yeah.
A must see.
You
Golden Globe winner now.
Yeah. Golden Globe winner for Best Picture, musical or comedy.
I think I would have been more surprised had Crazy Rich Asians or Mary Poppins Returns won. I think had either of those two won, I would have been like, what's going on here?
I would have been Mary Poppins. I would have been like, okay. I would have let go. Like I would have been like, that's fine. But if Crazy Rich Asians would have won, I would have been like, what?
Yeah,
no way. Although I did like Crazy Rich Asians. Ruben hated it, but I liked it.
So one of the next one is the one that's been talked about the most for best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama, with Glenn Close winning in The Wife, and losing to Lady Gaga, or not losing, defeating Lady Gaga, Nicole Kidman, Melissa McCarthy, and Rosamund Pike.
So 4 of those movies we still haven't seen.
Yeah.
Oscar. We gotta snitch on ourselves, but like obviously we have to see. Well, we plan on seeing Destroyer.
Yes.
We were gonna try to do that one this week. The Wife I hadn't even heard about.
It's coming on streaming soon. So
okay, so we'll watch that. Can You Ever Forgive Me? That's one we did want to see. We just never got around to it.
That's gonna be streaming because it's too late now. It's not in theaters.
And then what was the fourth?
A Private War.
A Private War. That I almost went and saw. I think I told you this. I almost went to the movies to see that one on one of my days off, and then I just didn't.
Rude.
I didn't. I said I didn't.
I know.
But yeah, Lady Gaga, obviously that was my top choice. I honestly thought she was going to win, not just because I wanted her to, but she's been getting so much praise and accolades and recognition for this role, so I thought she was going to take it.
Yeah,
but
it was a fan favorite. I think that's probably why it's what people are thinking is the biggest snub. But the thing is, I mean, we haven't seen the movie yet, but supposedly Glenn Close does a really beautiful performance in that movie that she's nominated for. So, I mean, it's tough to really be like, that's Lady Gaga deserved to win. At least for both of us to say she deserved to win. When the other 4 we haven't even seen
another exactly.
But yeah, I think it's just more of that shock value where it was kind of just like based on the hype, based on the popularity of A Star Is Born.
Well, I also thought too that Nicole Kidman, based on all the one-liners that are in that trailer for Destroyer, how this is Nicole Kidman's best performance to date, and just like hyping it up like it's like the best work that's ever been accomplished.
If I was Nicole Kidman's PR, I would go like upset at whoever decided that would be the marketing for this movie, because now the idea is, well, shit, that was her best. Anything she does afterwards is not going to be worthy of winning an award because clearly it wasn't that good. I mean, I'm just saying it backfires when you try to say the best performance.
That's a lot.
And I win.
I'm really excited to see her performance in that film, though.
We'll see if it
lives up to the hype.
Right, absolutely. All right, going on to the next one, which was a lot of excitement more than anything, was best performance by an actor in a motion picture drama for Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, beating Bradley Cooper. I was going to say William, but we learned that it's
Willem
Dafoe, Lucas Hedges, and John David Washington. So that one was one that I don't know if it was in a should or will, but I'm content with it.
I think I said it will win. I'm content with it. Once again, I'm biased. A Star Is Born wanted Bradley Cooper to win that one, but yeah, like I said, Bohemian Rhapsody did great this year. Really big film for 2018. A lot of people had no idea who Rami Malek was before Bohemian Rhapsody. So let's say that
moviegoers, yeah.
I know if you watch like Mr. Robot,
TV. I think TV fans.
But even if you watch TV, you probably didn't really know.
It's tough with TV because there's so many shows that you can't really be like.
Yeah,
but I mean,
this role catapulted him to where he's at. This was like his breakout.
We'll see how it happens because we'll see if this can lead him to. Because being a winner doesn't necessarily generate anything for you.
In terms of recognition, though, this is the film that
that's true.
People know about
but
him.
But we'll see if.
I'm not saying he's gonna. This is promising him a career. I'm just saying that's now everyone knows who he is.
For now. How long can it stick, though? I'm just saying.
Yes, for now, yes.
For now. I'm just saying, next year, if I say Rami Malek, it might take some people a few seconds.
I doubt people are going to be like, oh, I don't remember him in a year, but okay.
Well, it won't immediately. That's my prediction. Well, if that's the route it goes. We'll see. We have some test subjects we can ask. Just kidding.
Yeah, we have a focus group that will.
A focus group, a Reel-ists podcast. If you'd like to join the Reel-ists podcast focus group. Okay, so going on to the next one. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical or comedy. Olivia Colman was the winner, defeating Emily Blunt, Elsie Fisher, Charlize Theron, and Constance Wu. This one, I think, was both our should win and will win. So we're 100% content.
Yeah. I was happy with that. I really liked Charlize Theron. I didn't think she was going to win, though, but if she did win, I would have been happy, too.
Yeah, I think that one, great. I think her performance in Tully was one that was appreciative of the work and time, I'm assuming, she put into that, because you really felt like she was having a child, like she was actually going through all those motions.
Yeah. Very believable.
And taking care of kids that she has. So it was one that was, her time was really put into the character, and it paid off. But I maybe it was just the story that wasn't big enough for her to do more. I'm not sure, but at least Olivia Colman is getting the recognition for her work as well.
And she had a funny acceptance speech. I don't know if you've caught it or anything, but she was
trying to remember it.
I don't know if she was drinking or if that's just how she is naturally, but she was very she's just very funny and witty, and she was like, she seemed like she had a couple glasses of champagne. But she seems like a good time. I mean, I'm glad she won, though.
To me, Jeff Bridges was the one that was like, he definitely had a few. Well, actually, this next person. For best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical or comedy, Christian Bale in Vice, defeating Lin-Manuel Miranda, Viggo Mortensen, Robert Redford, and John C. Reilly. I was hoping either Christian Bale or Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah,
I think Viggo was
my top choice.
Just
because we loved Green Book so much.
Yeah, it was one of those where it's like, we love that movie, therefore everyone that's involved should be the winner. But no, Christian Bale, after we hadn't seen Vice when that movie came out, or the nominations came out. So now having seen it, rightfully so, I can 100% be behind that win. Yeah, just a complete transformation. His speech was very interesting as well, with like him starting off with, "Oh, I shouldn't go too long. My wife says to keep it short," and it still goes long.
Yeah,
and he just like has this like list of thanks. Even Satan, he decides to thank Satan for the performance.
It's so crazy to see. It was really weird to see him too, because
his accent.
Well, the accent, and just
he's
because
human.
in a
He's
role,
normal.
he like I'm like, wow, he's a good looking guy. When he's not like, doesn't gain a bunch of weight for a role or doesn't go, look like a crackhead for a role, like, because he's such a physical he transforms physically with every role. So it's like, I mean, I guess Batman, he looked good too, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird seeing him. I feel like I'm used to seeing him look not like himself more so than seeing him look like himself, if that makes sense.
Like American Hustle, he was also
overweight, and then for The Fighter, he was like he was a drug addict and super skinny.
Gosh.
So
not no more, supposedly. We'll see if that sticks.
Yeah, we'll see. That might have been the last time he did that.
And this one might be your biggest snub. Best performance.
Let's just skip this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Best performance by an actress in a supporting role and in any motion picture. Regina King being the winner, defeating Amy Adams, Claire Foy, Emma Stone, and Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, it hurt.
And I am 100% with you on this one, that I think Amy Adams got snubbed and she should have won this one, because I feel like her character really got your attention on the screen and you wanted to see more while the movies continue going. Regina King's character was a really interesting character, but yet your focus was more on the lovers. So she was just like, she was helping.
She was just like a nurturing mama.
Yeah. But it wasn't like I want more Regina King, where Amy Adams, because of her performance, you wanted more in Vice.
Yeah.
So
I will say if Amy had to lose, which I didn't, I really thought she was gonna win, but she lost to Regina King, and I was okay with that. And Regina King she was great. She was good in If Beale Street Could Talk, and she was very motherly and nurturing and warm and made you feel like everything's going to be okay, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And she's been, a working actress for a long time. And I think she's, I think this was her first Golden Globe win.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. I'm not knocking that, and I loved her speech. It was.
Oh yeah, her speech
was great,
awesome.
and her promise to everything she does is going to be 50% women. That got a lot of people really
in
like
2 years, yeah.
Riled up and in a good way, and really like, yeah, so that was really cool. It gave me chills when I was watching it. So I'm happy with it. And Amy seemed happy with it, so that's all that matters. I don't know what Regina. She was like Amy
and Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz.
Well, yeah, I thought Rachel Weisz maybe. I didn't think Emma Stone was going to get it, or Claire Foy. Rachel Weisz too. I would have maybe been slightly okay with, but I'm glad Regina King got it.
Okay. Going on to the next one. This one was a happy one for us. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. Mahershala Ali defeating Timothée Chalamet. Did I say
Chalamet?
Chalamet? I think I said it. I think I added too much on that one. Adam Driver, Richard Grant, and Sam Rockwell.
Okay. Yeah.
So this one was one that, yes, it was Green Book winner. So of course we're content 100%. I think it wasn't our should and will. I think it was my should and will.
I don't remember what my should and will was for that
maybe
one.
Maybe Sam Rockwell, but then I remember you were saying, but he had just won though.
Yeah, so that's what I said. I was like, they're not going to give it to him. Maybe Timothée Chalamet maybe was in one of those.
Adam Driver, we had seen that one.
Adam Driver,
we still haven't seen Can You Ever Forgive Me, so we can't say Richard Grant.
So yeah, and this is cool too because it also gave us. I mean, it reminded us of the movies that we kind of need to be. We need to see before the Oscars come.
We have plenty.
Well, I guess we'll really officially know once the nominations are released. What films we have to see before. So
what we do know is if we're going based off the Golden Globes, we know which one we don't need to see.
Yeah,
because they didn't win. Well, I will say though, having now seen Vice, Sam Rockwell, I would have been okay if he would have won too. I mean, clearly Vice, apparently the performance from the actors were really good. Like it was, like they really put their time into creating, or it's kind of recreating these real life people, but to the sense that you believe that they were portraying them accurately and they were still, interesting. It wasn't like it was just, Christian Bale just looked like Dick Cheney, so therefore, it was easy for him. It was like he still got a lot of mannerism according to people that know Dick Cheney, I guess. And they were able to perfectly capture that. So I would have been surprised. I would have been okay with him winning too.
Right.
I could see why Vice got the nominations that it did. All right, so going into, we just have a few more here, but the next one, Best Director, that's going to Alfonso Cuarón. Mm-hmm. I remember when they said that, like in the what was it? Oh, was it like someone who was saying the winner? And like they just said Alfonso, and then the music started playing. And we joked that they were just like, "Oh, you couldn't pronounce it."
They didn't know how to say the last name.
But yes, beat Peter Farrelly, Spike Lee, Adam McKay, and Bradley Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, I'm not necessarily.
I did not think it was gonna win.
Right.
It was on my top 10 list, and I really, really loved the film. I just didn't think it was gonna beat some of the other films or some of the other directors.
This is one that I think shouldn't maybe, like, I don't agree with it, I guess would be the best way. I understand what Roma was able to do, but I feel like the competition that these directors had, they some of them touched sensitive topics and was still able to bring it to a level that you would be okay with watching it and exploring the topic. Green Book obviously was being able to tell this nice story and really kind of showcase like goodness, I guess, where the other ones were kind of a little bit more on the heavy, sad, or debatable kind of topics. Mm-hmm. But now that I realize that all the other movies were, except for Star is Born, but the other ones were mostly like messages, like political messages.
Political or racial.
Bradley Cooper, The Star is Born, I feel like it was a great first film for him, but I don't think it was one that was worthy of winning. But no, I think my personal, I probably would have said Peter Farley should have won this one. But yeah, that one I was like, okay,
or I thought maybe even Adam McKay would have won because Vice has been getting a lot of. That's
true. Yeah, I would have been okay with that one.
Buzz.
But congratulations, Alfonso, for defeating them all. Right. So best screenplay, Green Book was the winner, defeating Vice, Roma, The Favorite, and If Beale Street Could Talk.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that.
I am too. I am 100%.
We're biased, right? But okay. So good.
Which is why we're just recapping. All right, going into motion picture animated. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Myri, and Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I'm happy with it. I think it was well deserved. I think at the time we didn't see it yet.
Right, no.
So
it was
maybe
early December when it came out.
I was like, maybe they'll probably give it to like Incredibles 2. But I'm happy they didn't. I feel like it was perfect. I'm so glad they won.
I'm 100% content. This was one that was out of all the nominations, this was one that I did want to see win. Like, it was one that I was like crossing my fingers, and I found out late. Like, I was going on Twitter and going to like, you know, the Golden Globe hashtag, and then I'd seen some winners and I saw it would have already won. So I was like, dang it, I didn't get the whole like thrill of like seeing it win and stuff. And that's when I texted you. I was just like, it's not the same when you don't get to see it live.
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, so that was the one. All right, so next one here, we have 3 more. Best Motion Picture Foreign Language, Roma was the winner, and I think both of us, we haven't seen the other one, so we were just content that it was the one we saw.
Yeah, happy with that.
And then let's see here. Best Original Score, Motion Picture, Justin Hurwitz,
Woo!
First Man, defeating A Quiet Place, Isle of Dogs, Black Panther, and Mary Poppins Returns. I don't remember the score for this one. I remember how you described like some of it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember too much of it. That to me, the only one that sticks out is the Black Panther score with that beat and the drums. Like, to me, I remember that.
Yeah.
But I would have to listen again to. I would have to watch First Man again, which comes out on digital this week. So I'm just saying.
Oh wow, okay.
You want to buy it?
You have the opportunity to.
Yeah, the opportunity to. So that was surprising to me. I just felt like First Man wasn't going to get any wins.
Yeah, I didn't think it was either. And so I was surprised, but I was pleasantly surprised because I like Justin Hurwitz. So,
although they said that was his third, and we were having that whole internal debate what was the other one?
Yeah, do you know? Because obviously La La Land and then this one, but what was that third one?
I guess he did a movie that went under
the radar. Yeah. We didn't know about. I guess I'm not as big of a fan as I thought I was.
But the last category that we have for the movies. Okay. Yes, that song. Thank you, Donnie, for that grand entrance.
You got it.
Shallows was the winner, defeating songs from A Private War, Boy Erased, Black Panther, and Dumplin'.
I was hoping that either this one or Black Panther won. I would have been fine with either of them winning.
Yes, this one I 100% agree. This is the one A Star Is Born nomination and win that I was like,
this is the only one they should be winning.
I didn't think the performances were better than the other ones that were nominated, but Shallows was a song that I bought. I bought Shallows, so I can't be like, no,
I literally bought it. I purchased it.
I did. I didn't buy the album. I just bought the song. But no, so I really do love the song, and All the Stars is another one that I really enjoy as well. So that's why I was right same as you, that either one would have been okay. I wouldn't have been mad. I would have been very upset.
Two huge songs this year, I think, and
but if I may say, this is how it started last year with This Is Me, winning the Golden Globe.
Oh, and then it lost.
And then it lost the Oscars. So we'll see if Shallows.
I'll be happy if All the Stars wins at the Oscars.
That'd be a nice balance.
That would be nice.
Well, now we have two. Well, let's see if they decide to throw.
It was just we had a really bad upset last year.
That was
hard.
It was hard.
That was hard. I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah.
But
we'll see. We'll see what they decide to nominate. We'll find out. We'll see if there's actual real competition. Mm-hmm. Thank goodness there's no Pixar animated film. That's going to throw a difficult curve. But, okay. That was it. That was the nomination for the movie categories. So
2019 Golden Globes.
Overall, I think this was very different than what I thought the results were going to be. And it's very hard to kind of put away popularity, trending movies that people are talking about versus what, from a critical standpoint, you can say were better than the rest. And I guess the Hollywood Foreign Press Association really believed these were the winners. Yeah. But all right. I mean, the Golden Globes, I kind of have mixed feelings about that. I know you kind of were enjoying it and being entertained. I wasn't a fan of the host. It just felt like they were just last seconds. Like, we can't find anyone. Let's just put these two. I know, and
I mean, I didn't love it, like I said, but it was fine. I didn't hate it.
I would have been fine if they just had someone come out. The nominations are, the winner is next. The nominations, I didn't need their entertainment that they were trying to provide, like the flu shot gag.
So, are you talking about hosts in general for the Golden Globes? Or are you talking specifically these two? Because it sounds you're saying
it was these two.
I know, but it sounds like you're saying you can do without the whole hosting thing together.
Because of what they were doing, I would have been fine had they not been the host. Okay. I mean, having a host, I would go for, but I felt like these weren't well thought hosts. I think these were just more of like.
I really wish that not wish, but I would love to see Maya Rudolph Amy Poehler and Tina Fey host again. I thought they were hilarious. I mean, they are hilarious together by themselves, but when they did host that one year, I thought that was great. So I would love to see that happen again. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I agree. They were funny in that the proposal one. I wasn't sure what their angle was, but the first joke they did about the supporting actors having like that key lines, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Carol Burnett, I just want to mention that little clip that they had of all her like moments of TV. Mm-hmm. I thought that was awesome because I was laughing at some of her clips. Yeah, you were. That was just one, but it was just still. It was. I want to go see that show now. The Carol Burnett show. It was awesome. Jeff Bridges won the Cecile
D something
award.
Something. What's that? What was that award?
Just for like your
achievement.
Yeah, achievement in movies. That one is the movies, and now the Carol Burnett is
the TV.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's good that they have those and they're honoring
his. I mean, his like speech was more memorable than the movies that he's been. I don't know.
I just feel like I haven't seen. Actor. I mean, other than
I've seen a few of recently. I've seen more of his movies, but. Like his older ones, when he was younger, when he didn't have.
Well, yeah, when he was younger, we had no idea. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like the last film I've seen of him. But anyways, yeah, it's cool. I like that they do give those awards, and always honoring someone who's been doing this for a long time and has achieved a level of success in their sector, and I like it.
But that's a whole other topic, I guess. But
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, is it just going based off of because he's been doing movies for this amount of years? Because I feel like quality over quantity should take a factor in that moment.
Well, I mean, he's done some quality movies, we just haven't seen them.
No, but he didn't have that many nominated ones. Like, that's, I don't know.
I mean, he's been nominated a few times for at least.
But if he has a history of that many movies and he's only been like a handful of nominations, I don't think he's in double-digit nominations. But I don't know.
But I mean, what actor is that?
That award to me would be quality over quantity. Like, it's if you've done 50 movies and they all were not the best, they were just okay, or maybe a few good ones. I don't know if that award should be given, but
yeah, I mean, I would hope they wouldn't just give it to anybody.
Like, it's kind of like with sports and the Hall of Fame. Like, it has to be milestones or did something that is worthy of it. I feel like that's what it should be for like movies.
Yeah,
like I feel like if you had a definitive performance that really people think of for you, like Jeff Bridges, I don't have a go-to movie and character that can be like, watch that movie if you want to see the best Jeff Bridges. But like some other actors, I can be like, like Will Smith. I could probably, say get a few movies.
Yeah, but you've seen Will Smith movies. You haven't seen Jeff Bridges movies, so you can't say that. I haven't seen the older ones,
but I just feel like the recent ones. I mean, I don't know. It's like now it's what just giving
like it I haven't seen them either. Like, so it's like you can't say they don't. Like, I don't have a go-to Jeff Bridges movie if we haven't seen a bunch of their films.
I mean, they would have been brought up though. They would have been like one of those movies that you gets mentioned, like Jeff Bridges stars in this movie. I don't know. I just
Crazy Heart, The Wrestler. Like, I mean, there's movies that like come to mind that were like critically acclaimed.
That he stars in, or
that he stars in, yeah. But I just haven't seen him, and I don't think a lot of
modern
younger
generation have seen him.
Just like nobody our age has probably seen the Carol Burnett show.
Ruben has, or is that? Yep. But anyways, you will, that's why I said it's another topic.
Yeah, it really is. It's another discussion.
That's why I was like but then you asked. But so yeah, any other final thoughts about the Golden Globes for this year or 2018?
No, it was a good show, and I'm always.
You ready for the Academy
I'm always
Awards?
just yeah. It always gets me pumped up for the Academy Awards, and I just feel like at this point, they try to predict who's gonna, based off the Golden Globes and based off the SAG nominations, who's gonna get the Oscar nominations, and sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like, wasn't Regina King like left out for the SAG nominations, but she won the Golden Globe. So who knows if she's going to get an Academy Award nomination? We don't know.
Yeah. And
then you have other performances that just sweep every award show. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what we're going to get.
Yeah. That one we'll try to do another live episode. We'll see. Well, not live, but like live reaction, I guess. I don't know. What we did last year for the Academy Awards. We'll discuss that. But it's far away. It's not until February 24th. So
we got some time.
We'll discuss the nominations when they come out the end of this month, but if anything, this was a nice appetite.
For sure.
Yeah, because it is TV too. So yeah, it's kind of like a good like mixture of both. But
Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so hopefully listeners, you had the same thoughts we did about the winners for the Golden Globes. Let us know what you thought were snubbed. Let us know what you agreed with, disagreed with at the very least. You can follow us on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Team Reel-ists. That's Team REELISTS. You can also leave a comment on YouTube, or if you really enjoyed this episode and you really loved it so much, you can leave a review on iTunes. So kind of you. Thank you in advance.
We appreciate it.
But yes, thank you again for tuning into this episode. Until next time.